10 things to know about the eviction process. How to handle the delinquent tenant. We get the rent or your house back. 2 types of tenants. A tenant at will is a tenant with permission. This may be either an arrangement by a lease or a verbal month-to-month agreement. Next type of tenant. A tenant at sufferance is a tenant without permission. This may be either by the ending of a lease agreement, or the termination of a verbal agreement, or the foreclosure of a property. The notice to vacate. 3-day notice to vacate or quit. 3-day notice to pay or vacate. 30-day notice to vacate. The tenant has 3 days starting with the first day after the delivery date. If you deliver the notice on the 5th of the month, their last day would be the 8th of the month, end of day. Method of delivery. Hand-delivered, posted on the inside of the door, unless access is not available. When posting on the door, use painter's tape and take a photo. If it is outside and looks like rain, use a clear plastic storage bag. Other methods of delivery. Regular mail. Certified mail. Certified mail with return receipt. Registered mail. Next, filing the suit. Forcible entry and detainer lawsuit. Pay the court fees. There is a fee for the first tenant. Then for each additional person who signed the lease, there is another fee. Some courts require you sue everyone who signed the lease. Other courts allow you to use one leasee and all occupants. Information needed to fill out the forms. This is a partial list. Each precinct has its own specific forms. We do them all. The plaintiff's name or names. The defendant's name or names. Each adult tenant, not all occupants, the property address in question. The next information needed to fill out the forms. Do you seek a judgment? Rent due date. Monthly rental amount. The next information needed to fill out if the government is in participation. Is it subsidized by the government? If it is subsidized, then how much does the government pay and how much does the tenant pay? More information needed. Grounds for eviction. When was the first date of non-payment of rent? The amount of the judgment you are asking for. You cannot include late fees. Then all your contact information. Items needed to file the eviction. A copy of the 3-day notice. The petition for eviction for non-payment of rent. This is also good for lease violations. A military status affidavit. Then some courts will assign you a court date, others will call with a date. Constable delivery of the citation. The constable has to deliver the notice to the tenant in person. He will make 3 attempts to do this. If he fails after 3 attempts, he goes back to the judge and gets the judge to sign the petition, which allows him to post it on the door. Your day in court. What to bring. A copy of the lease or proof of ownership of the property. A copy of the notice to vacate. Your day in court. What to bring. A copy of the ledger for proof of non-payment. If there is a lengthy, complicated payment history, make sure you have a summary too. Present your argument to the judge. Jurisdictional limit. There is a jurisdictional limit in most JP courts of $10,000. You still need to get an abstract of judgment to get the courts to collect the judgment with a writ of execution. Hire a good attorney or an eviction service. Disclaimer. This presentation is strictly for educational purposes only and not meant to give legal advice.